Hey everyone, I'm Sarah Clark from Fab Fertile, and we have Monica Friedman here, one of our fertility coaches. Hey, Monica.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. So today we're going to be talking about something that we hear a lot from people on the fertility journey is dealing with jealousy, specifically pregnancy jealousy. Like we've had people, and this was, I know when I was going through infertility or on the fertility journey, at the time, literally, like I had a close network of like 8 to 10 girlfriends. I could have sworn like every minute I was getting a call, "Hey, I'm pregnant, or I'm about to, give birth." So everywhere I turn, I remember right when I was going through the donor egg process, and I went through the procedure, and I was waiting to see if it worked. And my friend came in, and she's like, "Oh, I'm pregnant," and I was like, I remember like not even being knowing what to even say. I was like so shocked. So I wanted to give you some tools today to help you first identify these emotions, and then as we have a little series on this coming in on the YouTube channel, then help you cope with it. So I'll let Monica take it away.
Great. Thank you. So, yeah, pregnancy jealousy is such a common emotion on our journey, especially if we've been passed by our colleagues and friends as we keep waiting and hoping and trying. So, before I dive into the three tools, or the first one of the three tools I want to share with you in the series, is to say we want to acknowledge this feeling. This feeling is valid. There's nothing to feel guilty for or bad for. We don't want to add pain on pain. So feeling bad for feeling guilty. So forgive yourself for feeling upset and forgive yourself for having these emotions. It makes perfect sense. Someone else has got something that you want. So very normal, very common. We see it all the time. And Sarah and I have been through it a lot. So I want to focus on the first tool today, which is focusing on yourself. Focusing on yourself really is practicing loving kindness and checking in with yourself, asking yourself, like if you would ask a good friend, what do you need right now? Um, and that could be many things. That could be very simple space or boundaries. And by that mean be selective. You don't need to go to that baby shower. You can let your friend know that you're not able to come for the very reason, and you can be very open and honest about it, or you can say a different reason. You don't have to explain yourself. So creating that space or boundary is really important. Or you could send a gift card instead of going into the baby shop and selecting a gift. So make it easy on yourself, really. You could also reach out for support, or find someone to talk to. So when you do that, it can be tricky to actually speak to the person that is pregnant. They may not be able to understand you and the depth of emotion. So just be mindful of that. You could always reach out to another family member or a friend who's not going through it right now. Obviously, if those emotions are a lot harder on you, find a therapist, a counselor, a fertility coach, someone to talk to. So important. A support network could be online, offline. Um, Another thing to keep checking in with yourself is when you ask that question, what do you need right now? Could it be a distraction? And if it's a mindful distraction, then I think that can be really helpful. So just again, removing yourself from that situation and finding something that brings you joy. So is there a hobby that you haven't done in a while? Is there maybe a fun trip you could do? Is there a show or a new book that you'd like to read? So again, in this first tool set that I want to share with you for pregnancy jealousy, it's all about yourself. Again, taking your focus away from what's happening outside of you, because that's something you can't control. You can't control how many people around you get pregnant, but what you can control is how you take care of your emotional state, how you take care of yourself, of your physical, emotional health and well being. So, again, ask yourself the question, what do you need right now? And don't overthink it, just go for it. Sarah, anything you'd like to add there?
Yeah, I think it's really important with the education piece of people around us, because a lot of times we're like, oh, they did this, they said this, blah blah blah, and if someone hasn't been on the fertility journey, they don't know, like saying
Right.
these comments, or they typically, most people don't want to, offend or hurt others, and so, but they may not know what to do. So the education piece is important, up to say, how would you like me to handle,
Right.
think about how you want someone to handle a baby announcement or a baby shower invite, or what you want, because many times we don't even know what we want. And
Right.
then once we do, we can kind of just tell a few people around us, and then as we feel more comfortable, we can tell more. But it starts with, what do you want, and then educating that small group of people around you, and that can be very empowering.
Right. So you could also choose to, when you speak to your friend, for example, if you feel comfortable speaking to your friend who is pregnant, you could actually say, this line of communication feels good to me today. It may change next week, because we all know we go through phases, right? This whole thing comes in waves. One day we could be fine, the next day we won't. So almost allow space for that flexibility in your communication. And you could also, let's say you meet up with your friends for dinner and everyone's got babies or pregnant, and the dinner is consumed by baby talk. You could actually say at the beginning of the dinner, hey girlfriends, would you mind if we maybe leave that topic aside? It doesn't feel great for me tonight. Oftentimes your friends will either be really understanding and not ask further because they're just careful. If someone says that, it's a really clear sign you don't want to talk about it. So that's why I said being honest can be really helpful. Just check in with your energy levels. How will that impact your energy and stress levels? And sometimes it's okay to take that extra step of space until you're ready to talk. So a lot of my clients say, I'm not quite ready to confront my pregnant friend, but I'm happy to talk with another friend about it. And then you can almost practice that conversation and pick those words, and then try it out on your pregnant friend. So allow yourself really small steps.
Absolutely. Awesome. And if you want further support on this, you can ask to join the Fab Fertile support group on Facebook, and the link is below. So thanks a lot, Monica, and stay tuned for our next topic on this topic.